Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, beautiful, beautiful individual. Today, I would like to speak a little about do not be afraid to look foolish. When you are studying and, aspiring to become a full and an understanding, loving, deep human being, an initiate, as I call it, to look a little silly and to be a little foolish. And when I say foolish, I do not mean it in the negative connotation of it. I mean being brave and being new in mind, to start over in a sense, to have this phoenix nature with you. It is important to have this what might come next state of mind when you are, listening, observing, studying and experimenting, experiencing things, experiencing your life. By you being here, present, in your body, within yourself, within your senses, within your thinking, feeling, willing, you become more well versed in this over time. So when you actually are focusing on what's within you, what's here, what's in this present, you are starting to wanting to know more and be curious about the spiritual and the divine realm. Of course, it requires you to be respectful, reverent, and grateful. And, it is not easy to get access to the spiritual world if you are bitter or angry, or you won't be given any answers when you are in that kind of state. So to actually be harmonious and stable within your body in the present moment, and listening with your whole being, with your whole sense organ, your body, you slowly but surely see the different tones of the instrument you have. Like I was just saying, your 5 outer senses, your thinking, feeling, willing, your imagination, your inspiration and your intuition, your physical body, your etheric body, your astral body, and your ego. And, using your ego to get to know your whole body in all of these departments, these faculties we have, and to master them, to use them to the most optimal and to the most helpful for mankind. It is important to trust oneself too. So you build your own moral structure, your own moral values and standards you stick to. Because once you stick to it, you do not become confused or be led astray or get and be stuck in a circle and so on. It has to do with, once you are stuck in a circle, it is a lesson there you need to learn. And once you have learned it, you are free from it. So you getting to know yourself, your flaws, your weaknesses, maybe your dislikes, your shadow side, so that it can come to light and be transformed with the rest of you, so that it doesn't become something that is lurking in the subconscious. Because once you know it and understand it, you are not afraid of it. It is a matter of truly become acquainted with something. That means you know thyself. So by knowing yourself and the faculties and the sides I just told you about. The physical body that holds all of this, the etheric body that gives life to us just like it gives life to plants every year, the astral body that, well, every animal does share with each other. They live on pure instincts and impulses and desires alone. And then us human beings with our ego, our I, that makes us stand upright, that makes us aware and can reflect upon all of those I just spoke about. And your thinking, feeling, willing, your thinking that can elucidate all of this, your feeling that can infuse your whole existence with love, with purpose, with meaning, with the divine, with love in general. Platonic, divine, sublime. And just being an upright, knightly, elegant, gentle human being. It is an active effort to do so. It is truly a training and practice. And when you train and practice it, you train and practice it for everyone. Because when you behave and act in certain ways with other human beings, you show yourself as a good example. And when you show yourself as a good example, others want to do the same. And better be remembered as someone that tried to do good in this world and tried to make amends for a lot of the damage we have done in the centuries that has come past. And to build stable foundations for the future, bringing goodness, grace, and dignity to the future civilizations to come. We can only do this by becoming aware that this is needed today. If we believe that we don't need such things, we will slowly but surely become decadent, because the moral and the ethical comes from the higher realms. They do not come from the physical materialistic. They do not pop up by itself like this. The moral is truly something given to us human beings as a gift from the divine. And we should truly be appreciative and cultivate and unfold it within our being and our kind, since we can do so. Truly getting to know ourselves and each other and what we aspire to and stand for. Because the elegant and the gentle and the moral and the loving, warm human being, no animal can truly be in the wild natural for itself. But us human beings can cultivate it for ourselves as an unfoldment, as a development within ourselves in our lifetime. It doesn't take as long as the animals for us to evolve, you see. And we take our individuality, personality with us to the next life. We do not, when we die, just dissolve and fall away to God. We actually take our individuality with us and unfold what we went through this life. And when that is done, we feel a longing to come down again and to repair and make amends more and to experience life more. That is what we choose to do. This is our planet, our home, and we want to develop here because this is our developing stage as human beings. The higher beings have already been human in the earlier rounds of development. And we are the next in line. And we have a new aspect of development, death. And this brings about a new phase, freedom. We choose to overcome the suffering, to heal. It is a medicine, it is a healing. Life is suffering, we overcome that suffering by healing and by love, by compassion. That helps a whole lot and makes life much easier for others, right? Of course it does. Because you allow them to be themselves and unfold in the moment. If they want to, you do not force anyone, but you have allowed them the opportunity. So it's important to find out who you are, so you can become sure and steady in your path in life. Awaken others, so you can awaken others, so others can awaken others again. And so it will unfold towards the future. Because we need strong foundations, or we will have a full-on, all against all situation. And we would rather have moral standards and foundations to stick to, so that we at least have guiding foundations in the future, because there will come darker times where this is needed. So, by taking life a little sincerely, spirituality more or less as a life path, it is a job more or less. It truly is a serious matter. That it has not become as severe yet as it will come in like 100 or 200 years, but we should not become stagnant and slack just because of this. But it is important to be aware that there will be harder times. It will not be easier in any way. So the more you strengthen and steel yourself and immerse yourself in love and gratitude and thankfulness to God and the Spirit and the Holy Spirit and Christ and the hierarchy and whatever you worship and believe in, that brings love, because gratitude is love. And that strengthens and deepens and expands your soul and whole being to encompass as much individuality and detail, but also oneness as possible in this whole beautiful cosmos. Requires effort, requires you to be active, a little imaginative, bringing life to the universe. Because if you use only your senses and your thoughts alone passively, you will only see dead matter outside. But you as a human being have been given the abilities of imagination, thinking, feeling, willing, imagination, inspiration, intuition, to be able to paint the universe in this beautiful, beautiful, idealistic life that it truly is, that we have forgotten, that we have to again build within ourselves, strengthen and awaken through our own freedom, free choice. Thank you, everyone. I love you. May you be guided by the higher beings and Christ, the Holy Spirit, God, the hierarchy, the masters of old, your ancestors, our ancestors. Love you. Thank you. Goodbye.